Hi all, welcome to my channel. So I know board exams are just around the corner and many parents and students are feeling the pressure. If you're wondering how to support your child during this crucial period, then you're in the right place. Today we are going to see some practical ways to help your teen prepare very effectively for their exams. Let's get started. First, let's acknowledge that board exams bring a lot of pressure. Competition is high, the expectation is higher, and the social comparison make it even more worse. Parent, our role is to be a support system and not an additional source of stress. Encourage open conversations about their worries and remind them that exams do not define their worth. One of the best way to reduce stress is to help them build a study plan. Help your child create a realistic timetable including their time schedules, their breaks and even time for relaxation. Shorter and focused study periods are more effective than sitting for long hours and studying. Make sure that their study space is very quiet and clutter free because that will improve their concentration. Also ensure that they have all their things with them when they go for studying, like all the books required, notes required, the pen and everything, water bottle, because we don't want them to waste time looking for all those things. Encourage some active learning techniques, like instead of sitting and reading for hours, rereading it, revising it, ask them, give them certain techniques, like a few techniques that I would suggest is, as you all know, writing key points in their notes. So let them write the key points in their own words. The other beautiful technique that I would suggest is that using flashcards. Is many parents use flashcards for their smaller ones, but that's a great technique for higher standard students also, because that's a great revision technique which helps them to understand the concept and revise it, and it's very beautiful. So what we have to just do is take some A4 sheets or some color papers or origami paper, whatever may be. So in one side of the paper write the question, like what is the topic on that question or the topic, and behind the sheet you have to write the answer. So make like a small chit, like visiting card type, or bigger than that, no problem. So for one side has to be the questions, the other side has to be the key points for the answer. So have two boxes. So all the once you have made the flashcard, keep them all in one box. So what the kid has to do is just read the question and let them recollect the answer which is there behind the sheet. So once he answers or recollects the points, let him check. So it is just he can himself evaluate, and once he finds that okay, it is correct, then he can move from this box to this box, making sure that he's thorough on this topic. So what he has to do at the end of the day is make sure that this box is empty and all the flashcards in this box has been moved to this box. So this is a greater technique. So anytime he can just pick a question and just see, and there's a key answer there, he can cross check it. And like, this is very easy, right? Instead of he opening the book, notes, everything, just one at a time, he just takes a paper and sees. And if there are certain papers still in that first box, then he has to ensure that he has to still thoroughly learn about those questions. So this is another technique which I used to follow in my school days. So teaching someone else, like it will boost their retention, it will improve your self-confidence. Like I used to keep the pic of my favorite god now in front of me, and I will explain the concept to him, and it's like I'm teaching him. And then I feel so super confident that yes, I know this concept. So because when we teach somebody, we teach in such a way that they understand. So that will lay the foundation in our brain on the concept, and it will be a very great technique. And please do encourage your kids to do it. It's very great, especially during the preparatory time. Not like, I wouldn't suggest at a later stages of exams, but even when you teach a concept or when they start studying itself, try this technique for tough subjects or for some big questions which they find it's very difficult. Studying is important, but at the same time self-care do. So make sure that you take, I know all parents do take so much of care for your kid, but ensure that they are always hydrated. So in the stress of reading, studying, they don't eat properly, they don't drink properly. So make sure along with the books you send a water bottle also. So let them learn, eat and drink also, and don't encourage late night studies, like studying till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. No, instead let them sleep by 10, 10:30, 11, because 7 to 8 hours of sleep is very must. And make sure that they eat all nutritious food, healthy food. Please do stop giving them outside food, especially during, at least during the exam times, because anything might happen unfavorably. If something happens, your child cannot be appearing for the exam. So make sure that you give only home cooked food, especially nutritious food. So whatever is required for their brains to boost, for the memory power, give them that. Be their emotional support. All they need is just a reassurance that you're always there for them no matter what. Remind them that your love is not conditioned on their marks. So appreciate their efforts. For example, if they're taking longer time today, they have studied for 6-7 hours together. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, especially in front of others. And even you, without pushing them, they are learning and doing extra works to get good marks. Do appreciate it, because that will boost their self confidence. All they need is that their self confidence. When they have somebody to support them, that will really help in preparing them for better. Technology is also a great tool, but I wouldn't suggest giving a tab or a phone for studying. But when a child finds that particular concept a bit difficult, there are YouTube channels or other websites where they explain it in a very simple steps. What you can do is sit with your child if they have a tough concept or something. Both of you together use the technology in a better way, and then you teach them instead of giving the phone to them, telling yes, you go and see in YouTube, because there is no control over the contents in the YouTube. Every child is different, and so is their learning pace. So, always, as a parent, set a realistic expectation. Always encourage them to do their best and don't aim for perfections. A positive mindset for both parent and child will help in going in long way for achieving success. So, parents, remember, our role as a parent is to be their cheerleader and guide, and not their examiner. With the right balance of support, structure, and motivation, your teen can excel in their exams. If you find this video helpful, please do like, share, and subscribe for more parenting tips.